Hi everyone, welcome to Everything Data Analytics and also welcome back to our Excel Master Training. Yes, this is the final week and today we are going to build our first portfolio project step by step, and we are going to be using real business data, and by the end of this tutorial you would have a dashboard that you can add to your CV, you can add share on LinkedIn, also you can also put it in your portfolio to prove or to recruiter or about your Excel skill. And then why is it matter? You realize that in the world of data, portfolios speak louder than your certificates, the certificates that you get. So this project isn't just practice, it's something that you can actually use to stand out. So today we are going to be using this sales data. Let me go to the sales data. So this is the sales data. We are going to be using this sales data. It include the product category, it will include the quantity, the unit price, or the region, the customer, the date, and also the order ID. So this is also similar to what analysts handle in retail or e-commerce company. So the aim of this first project is that the goal business, let's say that management wants to understand which region and product category drive the most revenue and to what who are their top customer are. So this is what we want to do. Now I've already explained this Excel, so we are going to start with our analysis. So before we start, so this is how the layout of our our dashboard is going to be, but I'm going to start from scratch. I just did the layout so that I will be able to cross check with what I want to do. So now I'm going to start from scratch, but before then, let's start from scratch. So I'm creating a new, or what's it called, a new or sheet. Now insert a new sheet. That's, you understand how to create a new sheet. So now I'm going to go to view. Once, see view, yes, let me check. Okay, it's view. So once you are in view, just remove the grid line. So now you have removed the grid line. Now you can don't remove the formula bar. You can decide to remove the heading too. I don't need the heading. I don't think I need it. So now the portion of where I want to do my what's it called, my analysis, that's what I will just do. So I will just going to highlight. You can decide to highlight everything part of this portion like this. I'm going to highlight it. I've highlighted that part of discussion. You know how to highlight. Then go to or insert again, then click, or no, not insert, go back to home, then go to this fill, you remember this particular fill color, how you can fill your feed. So now I'm going to fill it with this. Let me check. I'm okay with this color. Remember the color that I put. I chose this. It's either you choose this or choose, let me choose this first, the second one here. So I chose that. So now I have that background. Now the next thing now is I'm going to insert the title shape. So now go to insert, you look for shape or illustration, then click shape. So now I'm going to click this rectangle, go to rectangle and click the rectangle. So now I'm going to click it, then draw it. You draw this rectangle, then just try and reshape it. So now I'm cool with this. So now I'm going to remove the borderline, then I will change this rectangle. So just go to shape format. As you are clicking, make sure you are clicking this, clicking your, once you click it will bring the shape format, or you right click and format your shape, it will bring it here. So either of the two. Then the line is no outline, I don't want to see the borderline. Then I'm going to change the color to white. So I have the color to white now. So now in order not to be, or what's it called, creating a new or another shape from start. I will just use this. So now I will duplicate the that, click on the shape, then Control D, duplicate it. So now then I'm going to reshape it to what I want, to the other shape, because I already know what I actually want, how I want my. The goal is you already, if first create, always create your background, dashboard background, lay it out, do a sketch. You can go online and you can decide to do, just recreate, or any background that you like, any dashboard that you like, then you use that to recreate your own background dashboard. So now I have that. So I have this here. So let me expand it a little bit, because I know what I want to use this for. Then again, bring this down. I have this here. So now the next thing again, duplicate, and then do my KPI. Those are the ones that we use card for. Do my KPI. Okay, then duplicate again. Click on it and duplicate. Make sure you are clicking on it. Duplicate. I have this. Okay, so now I have my, you can decide to highlight all the cards and then make sure they are all aligned. Go to shape format, then you can decide to align to the left, or distribute horizontally, and also distribute vertically. Now I have that now. So now for this I need to take it up a little bit, because so I can decide to use this fill, no fill. Let me leave it that way, so that, okay, so just make sure that, so I want to remove this so that I can use this. I reshape it. You see what I just did? I just reshape it. So okay, so we have this here. We have this here. Okay, we have this. There we have this. So now the next thing is the other shape. Other shape. Okay, so now I'll just reshape this. Bring it here. Still the same thing. Also, I'm going to bring it here, depending on what I want to do. So because me, I already have the figure of what I want to do. So that's why I have this. Okay. So now, again, let me align this. This is not where I align. Let me align it. Align to the left. Vertically distributed and horizontally distributed. Still need to bring this closer. So now the next thing is to give my dashboard a title. So I'm just going to insert. Oh, why are we having this? Go to insert. Let me pin this. Always show. Go to insert. Then I'm going to pick text box. Once you pick text, or you will see the, then just draw the text box. So now I'll bring it here, and then I'm going to write the title, sales performance report. So now then I'm going to highlight it, give it a nice color. Then let's check. You can decide to use any what's it called, any font you like. So now this particular text, but again I'm going to format it. I will remove outline, no outline. Then I don't want to fill because it's white fill. So you see it now. So I'm just going to bring it here. So let's leave it that way because I'll still come back and use it. I'll still come back and use it. So now the next thing that we are going to do is to start our analysis. That's the next thing you are going to do. So now I'm going back to my data. So this is the sales data. You can decide to rename it this as the dashboard. Dashboard. So this is my sales data now. So now the next thing is to convert my sales data to the table. Remember how to convert to table. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to convert to table. So now just click on table, go to insert, click on table, then click OK. So now my table is converted, my data is converted to table. Now I need to I want to create month column and also days of the week. So I will just highlight one of the column there, insert. So I'm going to name this months. Then I'm going to use formula for that, equals to text. Remember the text, how to extract our month from our date. Then comma, or your open or quote, and then or the way I want to see my month. I want to see it this way, then close it. You see now. So now again, insert day of the week. I will just write weekday, weekday. Then again, same format, date, that's text. Then from my date, then day of the week, the day. Remember how we did that. So now that is it. Now the next thing that I want to do is I want to format this unit price. I want to format it to currency. I will just put it there again. Then I want to create a column, a new column. I want to create a new column. That would be my total sale. Total sale. Yeah, I'll just put it here. Total sales. So now equals to, that will be quantity, equals to the quantity multiplied by unit price. So let me just say unit price multiplied by quantity. So now that's our sales. So now the next one is now to start doing our analysis. Is to start doing our analysis. So in real company, these steps takes time. So you have to clean your data, format your data so that you will have the right data format for your analysis so that we will not be having issue. So now the first thing I'm going to do is to take it to our pivot table. So now I'm just going to click here, insert, then pivot table and new. So it's going to be a new pivot table. So now I'm just going to rename this as analysis. Analysis. So now let me bring it here. Let me bring it here. So now the first thing that I need to do is our KPI. I want to do our KPI, the total sale, the total order, total quantity, and also total customer. So that's what I want to do. So now bring this here. So now total quantity, I'm going to put it here. Total total sales. Okay, let me use total sales first, then total quantity. Let's say total customer, that will be count of customer. Total customer, I'll bring it here to change it to count of customer because that's what we want. Then what or what other thing? Maybe total order. Let's do total order. For that total order, I'm going to change it to can't, because if I wrote some of order, that's not what we want. It's total order should be can't, so that it can count the number of order that we have. So let's go back to the data and check, because yes, total order, because each order has a unique ID. Each customer has a unique ID. So if I'm counting total order, so it should be count. So now I'm going to change this. Remember what we did the other time? Change this to count. So it's still 1,000, 1,000. So total customer is still the same thing as total order. Let me check. Let me check something. So let's assume I want to see something. This Alex Brown. I want to know, okay, total order. So each customer has his own. Oh, so total order cannot be the same. We cannot use can't, because each customer can have different order. So it should be sum for total order for us to be able to get it. So let me change it back to sum. I hope you understand. So now we have total order and this. So now let me just highlight this and change it to this, so that we can now. So for this, our total sale will be currency. So now what other thing do I need to do? So I want to know the average value to average value. So average order value. So I want to know the average order value. I want to know the average order value. So I'm just going to put the uh, unit price, then change it to average. That's the average order value. Or is it unit price or quantity? Quantity is quantity. Let's change it. It's quantity. Then change it to average. So average order value. So that's our average order value. So now let's take this to our dashboard. So as we are doing it, I want to be taking it to dashboard, so that we won't, or should we finish our analysis first? Let's be taking it to dashboard. So now let's take it to dashboard. So the first one is the total sale. I want to put them here. So now I will just click on this text box, duplicate it, then bring it here. Let me bring it here. No, I'm still going to let me change it to this. So now I'll just change this to total sale. Total sales. So now I have this in total sale now. I have this in total sales. So now, then I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate this. I will duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate this. Then I'm going to remove this. Let me expand this, because that's where my value is going to be. Then click inside this your text box, this second one, then go to this formula bar. Make sure your formula bar is activated. If it is not activated, go to view and activate your formula bar here. You will see it here. So now once you are at your formula bar, when you put your cursor into your, remember your cursor must be here. Then once you have put it, then put it in the formula bar, then you equals to, I'm going to go to analysis now. So if I type this, if I click on this straight, it's going to give me error. So I'm not going to do that. What I will just going to do is I'm going to reference the sales number equals to, then go to my analysis. I'm going to reference this sales number. That will be A4. Then I will write A4. That's my, then go back. You can see now, that's our A4. You should go back and check. Okay, I've zoomed it too much. If you go back now and go and check it, you will see that this is our A4. So now I just need to, let's just give it a color. Let's give it a color. Let's give it a color. So when you are creating your dashboard, make sure that the color that you are giving is not too bright, because it will make your dashboard to be very it will look somehow. Like if you are doing a brighter color for an organization, it's not always good to be using too bright and flashy color for a dashboard, because they will feel that, oh, this is just a child play, except it is required. And if they give you color, you can just use it. So let me increase this a little bit too. So now let's, I'm trying to increase this too. So now what I will just do is I'm just going to copy this. Remember, we copy this first one and this second one. uh Highlight this, your text. See, this thing can be very tricky sometimes. So I've highlighted the two now. Then go to shape format. Then you can decide to group. So now, so that it won't be moving together. So you can even decide to group with your, or what's it called, with your shape. So now I'm going to duplicate this, bring it here. Again, duplicate this, bring it here. The last one. See, now we have them here. So now this will be total quantity. I feel we should reduce the text color. I feel this title color is too much. I feel we should just reduce this to 12. Let's reduce this to 12. You will definitely make mistake, but that does not mean that you don't know what you are doing. So I feel we should just reduce this to text, or to 12 fronts. So now, we are done with this, or this now. So now the next thing is to start. Then let me check all that. Total quantity, total customer. This one will be total customer. So you just change this to customer. So I'm sure you understand what I'm doing. Now the other one is your total order. So this average order, let me just leave it for now. So total order. So now we have that now. So now it's just for us to reference, to start referencing this. So I'm just going to reference this cell. This one is D4, this one is C4, and this one is D4. So now let me go back to my total quantity. So then come to your formula buyer. This A4, change it to B4, because that's our total quantity. Then I'm just going to, you might not be able to, I'm just going to copy the, check this front and the front size. So that's what I'm going to use for it again. So I'm just going to go to the front I've used, extra bold, then it's 24, then this is the color. So this one is C4. You can cross check to know what you have done. Let me try and apply it. See now, that's what I'm saying, that if I apply it, because I've grouped it. So let me just do the needful to save our time. 24, then this. So now the last one is D4. So now again, apply this. Okay, this is what you are using. 24. So now we are done with our KPI. Now we are done with our KPI. We are done with our KPI. So now dashboard makes your work understandable to non-technical stakeholder. So decision maker won't or don't want table, they want to see insight. So it's good that you have stated your KPI now. They will understand, oh, this is the total sale, this is the total quantity, the total customer, the total order that we have. So now the next one that I want to do again now, the next one that we want to do is I want to do sales by region. Okay, let me do weekly sales and monthly sales first. So again, you don't need to create another table, just copy this. See the way I'm copying, copy, then paste it here. So now I'm just going to remove all the quantity, the order, this, and then leave the sales. Then I want to do my monthly sales. I'll just bring my month here. So again, copy this, paste it here. Then I will change this month to week to know my weekly sales too. So now again, I'm just going to highlight. I want to use trend for this, or insert a text. So go to insert a chart. Then I'm going to use this. Let's use this text, this chart. So that's what I'm going to use for this. So I will just going to format my chart. I'm going to format my chart, remove this. Then this will be the title of my chart will be our monthly sales. Then again, remove this, highlight one of these, hide everything. Then you can just come right here, remove the grid line. I don't want to see the grid line. Let's add the data label for each month. So you can decide to remove this axis because I'm already adding my data label. So now let's format. You can decide to format this, format your data series, then come right here. I want to switch to be smooth. Then marker, again, I want to see marker. Click on your marker. Then you can decide to use the one that is automated. Then your marker color, I will change it to another color. Let me change it to this color. Then you can decide to build in so that you'll be able to increase it. Then go back to your line. Let's use the color that we are using. Let me use this. Okay, let's just use that. So now again, my chart area, format my chart area. I don't want to see borderline. I don't want to see it fit because I have then my chart title. I light it and decide to let's change it to black. Let's change it to black. Then my data label, increase it, then change the color to black also. So now we have this here now. This, okay, let me just change the entire thing to black. Okay, so it's more brighter. So you see what I'm doing? Yeah. So now let's take this to let's take it to our dashboard. I want to put it here. Let me put it here. So paste. You see now, then align it here. Align it. So now we have our monthly sales now. You can see January is the highest month. January is the highest month. So I think I can group it. Let me check. I should be able to do the grouping. I don't know why is I should be able to show months. Let's see. I don't know why sort from A to say if I okay. Yes, now we have January, February, March, April, May. So now it should reflect in our, yes, it has reflected. So now, so just sort from here to Z. So now the next one is our weekly, this one. So let's do our chart for it too. Let me put this up and put it up. So now again insert, for this weekly I want to do a column chart for it. A column chart will be better. I want to do a column chart. Again, let me sort from here to cell. I want to do a column chart. So I'm going to do the same thing. Just hide all the field button. Hide the field button. There. Remove this. I don't need this. So I will just say weekly. Highlight this. Then change it to weekly or sales. I wanted to, you can write revenue too. So now again, let's format this. I don't want grid line. Data label. So let me just highlight the, then go to this and change everything to black. Bold it, increase it. So now let's format our chart area. Format your chart area, no borderline, no fill. Then let's format this. I don't want our, that's our chart series. Then also let's chat series. I'm trying to look for what we can, the best thing that we can use. Can decide to use this. Let me just use this, or let's just use this. Then come right to this place, our dashboard. Then paste it, paste it. So now you see that Friday is the highest sale. From here you can deduce and make an insight report that Friday is the highest sales. So now the next one is the next analysis that we are going to do. The next analysis that we are going to do is our sales by region. I want to know how we are performing or the sales we are making per region. That's what we are going to be doing. That's what again. So copy one of the pivot table, paste it here. Then so now if you have read your, you can decide to show hard. So now here instead of month, I'm just going to put our region here. So again, I'm going to use a column chart for this too. Or should we use bar chart? We can decide to use bar chart. Let's use bar chart. Let's use bar chart for this. Let's use bar chart for this. Again, just format it. Hide all button, total, then regional sales. Remove this. Then come right there, remove the grid line, add your data label. So I want to sort by, I want to sort by largest to, or sort by largest to smallest. Okay, so we have to click again, sort from smallest to largest. Smallest to largest always, I don't know, usually give this, usually give this. So now again, let's format. Let me try and see if I can use the, if I can paint, use paint formatting. It did not do. Okay, it's only did for the other ones. So let's change our no border line. Let's change it to the same color with this. Then our chart area, You see the way I'm clicking for the chart series and chart area. So again, let's take this to our copy and take it to this place. Let's take it to this place. Let's see. So just make sure that, so I feel like changing it to column. Let me change it. Change it. Right click on it, or change chart series. I want to change it to column chart. I think it will be best to change it to column chart. So let's just leave it this way. Yes, we are good to go. So now the next analysis we are going to do is sales by category and sales by color, sales by category and sales by color. So you can decide to just leave this here. You can also change it there. So sales by category, then copy this. Okay, copy this. Just trying to scroll down. Then sales by category, remove this, put category, and then change sales by products, then remove it and put product. So for this category, I think I will just do, let's do percentage of sales by category. So average, I'm changing it to average. So I have to change it back to average. Change this, change it to average. Then I'm just going to do percentage of, oh, remember what I told you the other time. So I like the then show value as percentage of column total. So I've changed it to, or let me remove it first. Sales. I'm trying to check something. Let's try and show value as percentage of column total from here. Good. So just percentage of column total. So now this one I want to use a pie chart, or I don't want to use pie chart. Let me use this do not chart. I love using do not charts. I love it. It always make my work, or what's it called? It make my work easier. So now we've done sales by region, right? So that sales by region actually answer a strategic question, that which region generates the most revenue. So in our data, we can see the region that generates the most revenue. You can see it in our data. So now the next one is sales by category that I've done. I did the percentage of sales by category. I did the percentage of sales by category. And from here now, it helps us understand how different category, different product category are performing. So whether it is electronics that outperform the furniture, we can see that electronic outperform furniture is driven mainly by high ticket item like that. We can see from like laptop, yes, from this like laptop. So electronics outperform furniture. So I'll just say sales by category. Sales by category. Again, so let me do a format here. Let me try and do format. Format. Let me paste this there. Okay. So now first, let me remove the other line. So my legend, I'm just going to put it at the bottom. See what I did? Put it at the bottom so that it can create more space for my. So I will change the colors first. You once you click, if you want to change your the color of each of your, what's it called, your or donuts, you have to click. Once you click on it first, then click on it second time, so that it can pick one, no line, you can pick what you want. Then I will change the color of this one to this. Then this one again, click on this one, click it twice. No, I'll just change the color to something more. So now you understand. Click, once you click one, click it again so that I can pick what you want. Again, I think we need to add our data label. We need to add our data label. So you can decide to bring your data label here. Or let me check this data label option. The data label option, more option, more data label option. It should bring it out for us now. Why is it not bringing it out? Data label, more option. Okay, maybe we are going to, okay, labeling option, come right here, labeling option. So let's try series name. I want to try it. So if I'm adding series name, so that means I'm going to remove the legend. So now I will just bring this here or put it here, then this one to bring it here. Or let's do something. Okay. So now if you want to it like this, or you can just add your labeling without that, then copy it, then bring it here. Copy it and bring it here. So then just make sure that you align it to your align it. So now we have our charts. Can decide to expand this. Good. So we have our sales by category in that order. So now we have this now. So now the next thing uh, that we like to do is our sale or sales by region. Yeah, sales by what's it called? Products. Sales by products, sales by products before we do our, so this sales by region, sales by category, I can actually do, okay, now I want to do something. Let me remove this. Let me, okay, I want to try and do add to this category. We have the category, then let's add this. Then let me see if we can do a combo chart. Can you see what it's giving us? So we can also do a combo chart for this. Combo chart for this. Can do a combo chart. Or not combo chart, like can add our category, or what's it called? The category name to each of these. You see now under furniture we have just chair and desk, and under monitor we have, under electronics we have laptop and we have mouse, and we see which of these products are performing high for each of the what's it called, category. So we can also do that. We can do that. So now I'm going to, oh, I removed the chart title. So let me add the data. Okay, I've added the data label. So I will just say, oh, sales by product, by product. Oh, my product is not correct. Sales by product. So I'm just going to add this like this. I'm trying to format paint so that, okay, so now my chart area, no feed for this. Okay, this also no grid line. Let me bring it here. I still want to do something. Okay, my charts series, change it to the normal thing that we are using. Then let me bring it to my dashboard. I'll bring it here. No, let me bring it here. I want to bring it here. Okay. Okay. So you can decide to add to this list. Remember what we did there. Oh, I liked it, then decide to add this because I want to increase this to this. I want to increase this also to this. So, okay, so let me just add more because I still have some other thing that I want to. That's why I say that it's always good to lay out your dashboard. Do the layout before you do anything. It's always advisable to do that. So let me just leave this way, or hmm, I'm still trying to do something. I want my dashboard to be very, okay, I think it's okay this way. It's okay this way. It's okay this way. So now I don't need to even add this now. I don't need to add this now. So now the next thing, but you understand the idea thing, what I'm trying to achieve here. So now the next thing is I want to know my top customer. So copy one of the pivot table. Then from here, I'm just going to add customer. Hmm, I understand what happened here. The customer are too much, so I need to put it down where I can add. They are too much, so it will overlap that one. And for pivot table, you cannot overlap. So I want to do top 10. So all I need to do is click on this arrow, go to value filter, top 10. That's all. That's what I want to do. Then again, click this sort from smallest to largest. It will give you from, is it smallest to largest? No, sort from largest to smallest. So now let's insert our column chart to showcase our top 10 customer. So now here, top 10 customer, top customer, top 10 customer or top customer. You can do any of the two. So now I'm going to align this and add all the feed button. Then I will click this. I want to format this, bring it here. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need the legend for it. No grid line. Add data label. Again, no borderline, no fill to this. No borderline. Then change this to this. So now I can take it to, you can decide to do top 3, top 5, or top, it depends on what you want to achieve. So in fact, as I'm looking at this now, because of this, I'm even trying, I want to do, okay, let me just add to this side. Let me add to this side. Hold on, let me just add more so that I can have my, can achieve what I want. So now expand this. So before I expand it, let me expand my, let me expand this, expand this, expand this, also expand this. I'm just trying to align everything so that our dashboard will be fine. Good. So again, this one to expand it. So I'm trying to expand everything. So now, so you can decide to expand this also. So now we have, uh, I'm trying to bring this to, so this thing is always difficult at times. So you just have to manage and maneuver your way. So now, or we can leave it, let's leave it the way it is. I think I prefer it the way it is. So now we have our dashboard. We have we have our we have our KPI, we have our monthly sale and weekly sale. Then we have our sales variation that answer the strategic question, which region generates the most revenue, which we have seen that, oh, West generates the most revenue. Then we have our sales by category, sales by or category, or and products. And from here, we can deduce, this help us understand how different product category are performing. And we can see that electronics outperform furniture, which is mainly driven by high ticket item like laptop. Then we have our top 10 customer, which we sort from ascending to descending order. So this is valuable for marketing, loyalty program, and also retention strategy. So once your dashboard is done, just save the project and then you can upload it in your LinkedIn, your GitHub or portfolios. You now have a real project that demonstrates your Excel skill. So you have a real project that demonstrates your exception. Make sure you practice this. Now, one last thing that I want to do again is, now, if you go back to our sales data, you want to know the weekly performance, or maybe we can do we want to filter by week, we want to filter by or by month, or by date, or by the region. So you can insert your slicer, insert, go to insert, then you will see slicer. Then it's asking you which one do you want to use as your slicer. For this, I want to use the region and also want to use month. I want to use region and month. I want to use it for my slicer. So now all I need to do again, copy this my slicer, just my slicer. That's what I want to copy. Copy the two, then I will take it to my dashboard. So now let's see where we want to keep. Sorry, I've already I went to go and copy it. So let's just place it somewhere here. So first, let me do the slicer for, let me, oh, let's format our slicer. Click on one of the slicer. Then I want to see the column. Let's see into this. So let me bring it here. So now what I would like to do now is, again, I'm going to, or go to this, then this slicer setting, display header. I don't want to display header. Okay, so we are good to go with that. We are good to go with that, because I don't want to display it. So let's check if everything is changed. Okay, let's do the same for this, so that we can just do everything together. So again, slicer checking, or header. So there is a way to format slicer too, which I'm still going to. You can decide to watch other video on that in my channel. I have a lot of video that you can use to format. So now let's check. Now, do you know why our slicer is only responding to this, to this particular chart. I'm going to explain to you. Let me clear it. Because this we use this chart in this analysis, I use this table here to create my slicer. That's what I use. So if I want it to respond to other thing, all I need to do again is I will just right click it, right, or click on the slicer. You don't need to right click, go to slicer here, then go to connection. Then you are going to check everything you want, every table you want your slicer to be connected to. You have to check it. So that is why when you are doing your pivot table, you have to rename them. I think it's good to rename our pivot table so that we can have everything. So you see now, you can see now that our slicer is responding to everything now. Our slicer is responding to everything. So if I don't want this slicer to respond to this regional sales, so see my regional sale. It's good, so you have to be very pay attention to detail. Region, if I don't want it to respond to this region, I have to go and check the pivot table name for my region, for that particular that I used to create that region. This is pivot table 1, I think this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, I think this is 5. So now I'll go back to my dashboard again, click the slicer. I don't want my pivot table to connect to pivot table 5. Or let me check, maybe it's 4 or 5. So let's check. So I'm correct, it's pivot table 4. So now you do the same thing to this. Click on this and then respond. Now I won't want it to connect to pivot table 5 because pivot table 5 is the weekly sales data that I used to create this chart for weekly sale. So now again, I've created a connection to every other thing. You can see now, monthly sale, sorry, pivot table 1 is monthly sale. So I'm going to go back to the connection. So remember our monthly, no, pivot table 1 should be 2 should be monthly sales. So I will just going to click this, right? You see monthly sales. Let me check. It's still not showing. I will check it. Let me check everything. Okay. Let me clear this filter and go back. Clear the filter and go back. And then let me respond. I think should be pivot table. Pivot table, is it 5? Did I use pivot table 5 or 4 for my 4 is the monthly sale. Okay. Okay, so now let's clear it and check again. You see now why I'm telling you that it's always good to, I think it's always good to rename our pivot. Or maybe 3. Let's check 3. Let's check 3. You can, you still you haven't gotten this. So let's check 5. So I just don't want to allow this video to stay long. So just notice, just try and check. Let me go back and check. Let me go back and check. This should be pivot table 1, 2. Oh, pivot table 2 is our regional sales. So just click that, then go back to remove the response from the region. You shouldn't create the slicer again. Why am I having this? I don't know why are we having this clear filter. I want to go back. Let me try and Control Z. Let's control Z. Yeah, because I need to know the issue. Okay, so now we have this already. Now we have this. Okay, so now we know the pivot table that we want this. Like I say, is pivot table 4. So now let's highlight everything except pivot table 4, 6, 5. Ah, I did cancel again. Oh my god. So I just want to be fast about it. Okay, so now, so let's check. Okay, so we are good to go. Our regional state, so it's not responding to pivot table 4. Oh, that's our, you can see now we removed the connection from this. So for this, okay, I think. So now let's clear this and then let's go back to our connection, pivot table. Let's leave pivot table 2. Let's leave it and check because I don't want it to respond to it. So now let's check. Yes, we got a pivot table 2. So now you can decide to then clear your filter, right click. Once you click on the filter, then clear it. So now I want to double click this. I want to remember that my what's it called, my average order value. I can decide to actually create something. Let's say I want to create a shape, round shape. So now if you want to create a oval shape, you have to click your shift and control key to draw it, then again to reshape it. So I will just bring this here, and then it's not necessary for you to do it. I'm just trying to make use of this space. Then I'm just going to bring this here, one of this, then so this. Okay, so what I will just do, I think I will just use a card. Let's use a card for it. So now a card for this. So now uh this will be average order value, average order average order value, average order value. So now we have this now. So now my average order value will be E4. E4, you can see. So again, I'm going to format it, come right here. 24. Change this to the color we are using. Is this the same color? Okay, it's this. So now I have my everything. Now that you, once that your dashboard is done, so you just make sure that you do the same thing, and also make sure that you follow all the procedure. If you need any question, maybe you have any question, make sure that you put it in the comment section, and make sure you recreate you. See you in the next video. Bye. Make sure you subscribe. Please like this video. Like, if not been liking my videos, like the video, comment, share, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. It's very, very important. Thank you. Bye.